accepted it. Gladiator, gladiator, gladiator. Fit to fight with the gods, I'm the giant slayer.
Yeah, I just want to give you guys some inside information.
Sure.
Because you guys might not know this. I thought this was a real interesting story.
Right.
So as you know, my Eagles play the Cowboys.
Your Eagles, yeah. Your Eagles play my Cowboys. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes. Kamaji Gruger-Hill.
Yes.
I don't know if you've heard about
I've heard
his
of him.
comments he said. He pretty much said that the Cowboys always choke. I found this story interesting because Doug Peterson, our head coach, completely called him out on it.
Well,
Brought him into his office. Pretty much, from what I have heard, pretty much screamed at him in his office and said, "You cannot say that publicly." Sure, we believe that, and we should believe it on the inside. You cannot say that publicly. You cannot give them any bulletin board material. And now, going into this weekend, obviously it's a big game for both teams.
yeah.
I think it'll inspire Dallas.
I hope so.
I'm still picking my Eagles to win because
Okay.
I don't think the Cowboys can score. I'll be honest. You guys have a great defense. I will give you that. You guys have a great defense. I hate saying it as an Eagles fan, but I think your defense is good. I mean, our
here in the room is lonely.
our
Well,
our corners
I'm not-
are bad, but your offense. This is what I will do against your offense. Make Amari Cooper and Dak beat me. If Amari Cooper catches 15 balls, I don't care. I'm not letting Zeke run for over 150 yards.
Well,
with
you
me.
may not have a choice. He might just run all over you. But I mean, we don't know what's going to happen Sunday. We know it's going to be it's likely going to be the deciding factor of who wins the NFC East because Washington's out of it now. They're running the Mark Sanchez Express into the ground. New York's been out of it since week 2. I don't know. I think like I said, I think Dallas or Philly is likely going to win the division, and this game will determine it.
Imagine if it's a tie.
But imagine this. Here's the thing, though. I wanted to bring up is that there seems to be a common thought process that if Philly were to win and win the division, that they can make another Super Bowl run. I have not seen one person who thinks that Dallas, if they were to win the division, could make a playoff run. Not one person compared to Philadelphia. Is that just like a cultural mindset of like hating the Cowboys, or is it just because?
Because I'm an Eagles fan, so I will say.
Yeah. So you're out of this automatically, Sean.
I'm just not sure. Sure, they're doing well right now, but I don't know. Wide receiver core, besides Amari Cooper, that troubles me. I feel like this is like a red herring in a way. This is not going to end well if they get into the playoffs. The Cowboys, for years now, when they have gotten to the playoffs in recent years, have not done very well.
That's fine.
I just have trust issues with them.
The one team I think Dallas could beat in the playoffs is Chicago.
Okay, so you said New Orleans the other day, right?
I said New Orleans.
I can see Chicago because Chicago, I think, has been overachieving this year.
Hold on. You said beat New. Yeah, I said they could.
There's
said New Orleans.
no way in New Orleans. They
literally just beat
them
them 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Okay.
13-10.
That's it. You're
Not
getting it
New
again. You're
Orleans.
getting it again.
There's no way in New Orleans.
13-10.
There is no way.
13-10
would put up 50.
Okay,
on them
I would
boys.
love to. I think
50.
that could happen, but still, did you see the Thursday night football game 2 weeks ago?
I saw it, but they were at home. Drew Brees was struggling.
That might be the factor. Although
he was at home though, is the thing.
In New Orleans, though, they will
that
not beat
might
them.
be a
In New
difference maker.
Orleans.
That might be a
Hold
difference
on,
maker. It was in Dallas.
It was in Dallas.
I
So
believe, yeah.
I thought it was in New Orleans.
Oh,
So
was it
my
not?
No, it was in Dallas. It
Okay,
was
okay.
100%.
Okay.
First of all, the Cowboys are wearing the white jerseys all the time, so it's hard to tell whether it's home or away. That's neither here nor there. We got too fired up there for a second.
They're not beating them in New Orleans. They can beat Chicago though, because as a matter of fact, our good buddy, co-host of Victory Formation Q, came on my show a couple weeks ago. He made a great point about Mitch Trubisky.
Yep.
And how he's just a turnover machine. He doesn't really like Trubisky as a franchise quarterback.
I think he can be he's sort of like I think at his best he could be like a Jim McMahon, a guy who can run the game well, let the rest of the team work for him with like Khalil Mack's running the defense for him.
Right.
This has the potential to be a Super Bowl shuffle Bears team, and Trubisky, as as kind of poor as he had a first season. This is I consider this his rookie season right now. He's learning the ropes with a new coach who's got a great offensive plan. And I wouldn't guarantee that Chicago is going to just get bounced in the first round like that. Now, there's a lot of good teams in the NFC that are going to be playing against them. The LA Rams are the best team in football. The Saints are just chugging along. And you even got teams like Dallas or Philly who can make an impact. But
I just think matchups this year will be a big factor because I do think now Seattle gets in.
Seattle's, yeah.
I think that'll be an interesting matchup.
Yeah.
And then the 6th wild card spot, to me, it's going to be very interesting because whoever loses the Philly-Dallas game, it's not likely they'll make the wild card, but they still have a shot.
Yeah, because it's between them,
Minnesota,
Carolina's sliding though.
Minnesota. And
Carolina has to win this week against the Browns, or they're out, I think.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be really interesting going down the stretch. Too bad we won't be on air to talk about it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean,
because it's going to be a wild last 3 weeks of the NFL. I think Week 17 this year is going to be one of the most wild ones ever.
I hope so.
Because in both conferences, the 6th wild card spot is hopefully going to be crazily up for grabs, where all these scenarios could happen.
Every spot, including the first wild card, will be probably sealed, and then we'll have like an up for grabs thing like we did last year when Buffalo slid in past Baltimore.
Because the Chargers in the AFC have a stranglehold on the 5th spot.
They are playing some ball. It's just that they're stuck in the same division with Kansas City.
I think if they beat Kansas City, do they have the tiebreaker?
Kansas City beat them earlier in the year,
beat them in week 1.
and they beat them pretty bad. So I think they still get the tiebreaker.
I'm just week 1 though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
San Diego the last 2 years have gotten off to a slow start and then really got it going the rest of the year.
You mean LA, not San Diego.
Oh yeah. And speaking of that, well, everyone in the city won't let it go. Speaking of that, it's amazing how well they've been playing the last 2 years, and yet they're considered as a failing franchise because of the place they're playing in.
Right.
Once they move into this fancy new stadium they got with the Rams, they're going to be seen as kind of a prestige team if they can keep the winning going. Because Phillip Rivers is still balling out, and I told Sean this the other day. In that Eli-Phillip Rivers trade in 2004 on draft day, throughout their careers, it looks like the Giants got the better end of the deal because I think both guys are going into the Hall of Fame, but Eli's got 2 Super Bowls compared to Phillip Rivers' 0, but Phillip Rivers just keeps chugging along as a quarterback, and Eli is kind of going out like a sad puppy about to be put down. And then that's all I got to say on the playoff race. The playoff race will be interesting as I want to get into